All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
This feels so weird.
I know. Why does it feel different?
I don't know. Well, we're in a different space.
I'm an idiot, of course.
This feels more intimate.
Yeah, and
Just
quiet.
You and I. Oh yeah, and
no
quiet.
coda, no roommate.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Hello, everyone. So Julia and I are in my new apartment. Just moved. If you want to stop by and help unpack.
Yeah, the door's open.
Door's open. Never lock
the
it.
address is
the code
blank.
to the building is.
It is the 4th of July.
This is a one-day turnaround. It's literally the 4th of July. We're editing today and posting today. It's the morning. Julia decided to text me at 1 a.m. Are you awake?
I sent her a you up text.
And
you up?
At 6:30 I woke up and saw it and I was like, dear God, either like something really bad happened or you're drunk.
No, I drove home from a party last night sober. I decided to drive home at like 1 a.m. And my you up text was like, I was just gonna be like, you want to talk on the phone while I drive?
Oh wait, I thought you were gonna say, hey, can we push back filming?
No.
Drunk, gonna be hungover or something like that.
I was driving home at 1 a.m. so I could make it.
Damn,
I'm like, I need to be in the city because I was like,
commitment.
it took me 2 hours to get to Indiana where I was yesterday, and usually it takes me like 45 minutes. And I think because of the 4th of July and definitely like NASCAR race which is going on right now. Thank you, Lori Lightfoot.
Ooh.
Thank you for that. So last night it hit me and I was like, oh my God, it's gonna take me like 2 hours or more to get back into the city. I woke up this morning, I checked the route, like how long it would have been. An hour.
I have done that before. I've gotten in my car at like 4 a.m. because I'm afraid I'm gonna like hit traffic or something. I'm so anal about time. So I totally get that. I'm sorry I wasn't there to answer your call. I was
You're
peacefully
okay.
asleep.
I know. I suspected as such.
Yeah, I always go to bed early. And I woke up early and I went to the store. I was like, I haven't heard from you. It's like 8 o'clock. I was getting Starbucks and I'm like, she's definitely asleep or something. I thought you were still in Indiana though.
Oh no.
I thought we were gonna have to film later.
Oh no. Thankfully I did make it home in my bed, but I just was so down for the count. Like,
yeah, I know, I get it.
when I don't like, here's the thing about me. I get wrecked more from like not sleeping than I do drinking on some occasions. Like I woke up completely sober, but I'm like, I need to get coffee. I need a minute.
You want to sip? I haven't touched
I splashed my face with like ice cold water this morning.
Oh my God.
I'm not wearing makeup. I'm like, I don't have the energy to do this.
You were hungover with no alcohol.
No, I truly do feel hungover when I don't sleep.
I do too. I totally get that.
But
so
I didn't
thank you
sleep.
for coming.
Of course. Of course.
Wait,
I'm a working girl.
Okay,
I don't have any more PTO days here.
Can you notice the difference between this right foot and this left foot? Look how swollen my foot is. Do you see that?
What happened?
Bulge. I rolled it really bad and I sprained my ankle, and so now I have to take I don't know how long off of running, and I'm really fucking mad. It's purple. It's so swollen. I'm so mad and upset.
Wait, how long do you have to take off of running?
I don't know. It might be a few weeks or like a month.
Weeks?
Yeah. But I think my body is special and it heals fast.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
Thank you.
We'll manifest that.
Thank you.
So what happened? Did you like fall off a sidewalk?
Let me tell you. So my so I have like a running schedule obviously, and on Tuesday. Wait, when did I move in? What day is it?
You moved in
Tuesday, yeah. I had to run 6 miles, so after I was done moving everything in, I went to the lake. I ran. I was at
Better than me.
I was at 5.7 miles, and I needed to go to CVS. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a lap around this block because I was heading back to my apartment. I'm going to do a lap and then run to CVS. I was almost done. I turn onto Broadway. I'm running on the sidewalk of Broadway. There are so many people. There's people seated outside. Something happened and I tripped and I almost fell, but I was so embarrassed that I was like, I cannot fall. Like, stand the fuck up.
Mid.
I was
descent.
like, you cannot fucking fall in front of these people. So I think if I would have let myself like fall. I think if I would have let myself hit the ground, I don't think my ankle would be as bad. But I was so determined.
This was all in vain.
Yeah. I was so determined to not fall that it fucked it up more. And then I was so embarrassed. So I like still kept running. I was like in so much pain. And then I went home and I was like, oh, fuck, that was bad. Anyway, my ankle is fat as fuck. So if you see me, that's not my real ankle.
Unless you like fat ankles, then you can make a profit off of it. Anyone like fat cankles?
Oh my god,
I can send you a few pictures. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I got them. So
wait, my our frequent commenter who comments about my feet all the time. Where are you?
He's gonna love this segment.
Do you want this?
Whoa, put those puppies away. You blur them.
Fat ass ankle. I'm gonna have to blur that.
He wants to buy those socks.
I'll give them to you for $500.
He made his way over to her Instagram and or your TikTok or something. And was asking.
He was commenting about my feet and my shoes.
He wants to buy your shoes or something.
I responded. I go DM me, and I never got a DM.
If you're about it, be about it.
Yeah.
Fake ass.
Talk the talk. You better walk the walk,
what
sir.
What the hell?
Anyway.
Oh, I have. I bought my first item for doomsday prepping.
Oh my god! What was it?
I have to get it.
You brought it?
I pull out a gun.
Oh my bitch! It is the 4th of July.
Popping on me. What's that? I don't know.
Fireworks popping on me.
Don't pop them on me.
Don't pop them on me.
I bought a compass.
Oh my god. From where? So was this intentional? Were you like, I have to buy something for Doomsday? Ooh, yeah. Look at that.
My friend and I were at a vintage shop in Indiana. Mm-hmm. And we both saw these and we're like, oh my god, for when the power grade goes out.
That's the honestly. But do you know how to use it?
So I pulled this out on my date the other night. And
we have so much to talk about.
I know, we have so much to talk about. And it was not the correct location. And then the bartender came up and I was like, does this work? And he's like, no. Oh. So actually I'm kind of screwed.
That's what you get for buying a vintage compass, probably from the 1800s.
Could be. This is definitely just like a piece of fucking plastic.
It's from China.
But I think I don't know which way.
Wait, actually, let me figure this out.
Yeah.
So this way is north. This does not work.
The thing is, you gotta mess with it a little bit. But I'm like,
it a little.
But at what point? Like, I know which way is north. But at what point, if I'm out in the middle of the woods, I'm not gonna know.
You gotta fix it.
Like,
now.
what's the point?
Do you want to talk about your dates or a date? I actually am so clueless to Julia's dating life right now because we haven't talked about it. I say we haven't talked, like we talk every single second of the day, but we haven't talked about this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I just get like, I'm like, oh.
You don't want to jinx it? Is that why?
I think that I believe in that. I definitely like don't like to tell people that often, like as much as I used to when I was younger. Mm-hmm. But I will say that she messaged me on TikTok and she sent me a DM. And then on the date, she was talking about the DM. She's like, yeah, like I'd seen some of your TikToks come up and I thought we had the same sense of humor and I wanted to DM you. Mm-hmm. And then she told me that she used ChatGPT to write the message to me. I was like, bitch, it was a paragraph. It was a paragraph.
That's so something you would do.
It is something.
Did you tell her that? You didn't tell her that you use chat all the time. Not for like actual messages, but for things.
Oh yeah, I'm a big chat.
We love entering things into chat.
I know. I love like fighting with chat, or like when I was like, so 2 friends are fighting. What would you say? Yeah. I wrote a whole script. I love that. No, but I thought that was funny. I was like,
so she was saying she put her first initial message to you.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She said she did like some long-winded message and then was like told them to like shorten it a little bit. And
that's so funny because I would do that. I don't know if I would admit it right away, but I would definitely do that. So props to you, girl. So have you guys gone on 2 dates so far? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Where'd you go on your second? By your apartment? Sorry.
No, I live really far from. Oh, right at the end of your block?
Like right on your street?
Oh, like it's like you 500 steps away from your front door, right?
I counted.
Heel toe.
I think that's so cool that someone asked you out through the podcast or through TikTok.
I never get DMs. Like rarely do I get someone on my
lie.
DMs. I swear to God. I swear
can
to God.
name 2 other people. Sorry, let me bleep this.
Oh. Yeah.
2 actually very prominent people. So you were DM'd. That's sick. The only people sliding into my DMs are either 21-year-olds or people who live across the country.
And feet guys.
Yeah,
21-year-olds.
Yeah, these like I've had at least 2 young people.
Aw, they're so confident shooting their shot.
Yeah.
Keep that energy, just not with us. Just with people your age.
Can I be clear? I'm 25.
Mm-hmm.
Julia, you're 26, almost 27.
Whoa. Okay, we didn't need to throw that one in there. I'm 26. I'm 26.
Sorry, 26.
You might as well. And she's almost 30.
You're almost like, yeah, you're almost 30.
I use my retinol. I use my face cream. I'm trying to stay young and supple.
You're young. You're fun. And she's single. So
even though yesterday at the party everyone was drinking and I like didn't drink, and I was like, you used to be so fun. Not in like a way like pressure way, but in a way where it's like, you used to be fucking crazy. Like, why? How are you like this now?
You know what? I was thinking about that about you last. Well, sorry, that
you been thinking about me?
Really? Yeah, I was. Sounds a little weird. But when you texted me last night and I woke up to that, I was like, weird text. Also, I know Julia just is not the type to get blackout drunk anymore. So I'm like, she's definitely not like passed out drunk right now. Because
I was on the road.
Yeah, I was like, it sounds interesting, but also I could not see you blacking out anymore. Like,
I get loosey goosey like that maybe like every couple months now. And it used to be every weekend.
Oh,
when absolutely. I was younger, it wasn't like a good weekend. Like, my weekend was boring if I didn't get blackout drunk.
Same. Oh my God, same.
It's crazy to me.
The shift is incredible. I love going to something and not drinking.
Oh my God, you didn't see JoJo Siwa's new tattoo?
I don't think so.
Oh. Okay. So, I don't know. She gets a tattoo for every music video that she's doing.
She get bitch on her arm.
Yeah, real big and a rainbow. So she just got this tattoo for her new music video that's coming out in like a week or so.
I did see that. Oh God.
It's so big.
That's really big.
I showed my date. She goes, is she wearing a Kevlar vest? Is a teddy bear wearing like a bomb jacket?
Okay. I don't think that you should get tattoos until your frontal lobe is developed.
I don't think she should get tattoos until she goes through therapy as well.
Yeah.
Additionally, on top of that.
As someone who has a semicolon on their wrist,
You're so brave.
I'm so brave. I stand by the fact that you should not get tattoos until your frontal lobe is developed. I got this when I was 20. Are you like, how sad?
I got my first tattoo when I was 25. I got both.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
you followed my theory.
I did.
Thank God.
I got both of my tattoos last year. But the thing is, I still woke up and that day and went, I think I'm going to get a tattoo today. And then I scheduled a day of appointment and just went into any shop with any artist. So
I've always done that.
Although your prefrontal cortex could be developed, you will still make mistakes. I love my ladybug and my red door. This is a little wonky just because I
love her.
The guy didn't give a fuck. It was like 5 minutes before close and
I love the door.
But it was my fault. I like tensed my arm up. And then when I
were trying to
flex, I was trying to flex for him.
You were like, I want you to know I have muscles.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, bald man with tattoos.
Yeah,
ink me up. And so I like was holding my arm really like properly, and then when I relaxed it, it's kind of like a wonky. I call it a whimsical door.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, so I did. Thank God though, because if I would have gotten tattoos when I was like 18, I would have like bones, like a skull, like a skeleton hand holding a bouquet of flowers.
Oh my God.
I would have every fucking Pinterest tattoo under the sun, like mountains and shit and flowers and butterflies, and thank fucking God I didn't do that.
I
would feel I would wake up and I would have dreams that like I got like bad tattoos. I've had nightmares where I had bad tattoos.
Oh, I don't have those kind of nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Lewis the Child tattoo on my ribs. It says "Here for Now." I got that when I was, I think, 22, because that's their album cover, or their album name, or whatever. And it sounds morbid, like "Here for Now," but it's like for living in the moment. But it's like "Here for Now," like fuck it.
I can see that.
So I have a suicidal tattoo, and then I have a "Here for Now," and then I have this wonky ass lightning bolt on the back of my head.
What's the story behind that?
I had nothing. I just wanted a lightning bolt. I think, oh my God. I think it was when I like got out of like the mental hospital. Like I'm not even
shock therapy. You guys, I just had conversion therapy.
I'm gonna get a lightning bolt on my head. Okay, there is a lightning bolt behind my ear, and I wanted this like tiny skinny one, and the person who was doing it was an apprentice, and she like drew up this other lightning bolt, and I was like, okay, I guess, because I didn't want to say no because I was a people pleaser. And
also, if you're a people pleaser, I feel like don't get tattoos.
Do not, or bring a friend who isn't a people pleaser.
Yes, that's dangerous territory.
So dangerous. But I was like, okay, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. I don't hate it. It just like isn't what I wanted. So I think I've always gotten tattoos when I was mentally ill, like twice out of a mental hospital, and then another time like after a friend died. So I was never in a good headspace.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I did less permanent stuff, and I just fucked up my hair for a couple of years straight.
Oh, I do that too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, when my date and I were at the bar, this man came up to us, bald, red beard, just like burly man. He goes, "You guys straight?"
Oh.
And she
oh
goes,
my God.
She goes, "Sure." He goes, "Okay, so what would you do if like you were in a 5-year relationship and your partner just broke up with you out of nowhere?" And I was like, "Oh, out of nowhere. I mean, I would definitely be upset." But then he went on to tell us that so he was dating his girlfriend for like 5 years. They were planning to have a kid in fall, unmarried. That's okay. You can have a kid unmarried, but like the context behind this is like, he's like, yeah, she would always tell me that like I never helped with cleaning, like I never would do the dishes or do laundry, and like, you know, she would just start freaking out. I would tell her that I was going to do it tomorrow, but she would like freak out and do it then, and like that's kind of like her fault because like I was going to get to it, but she would do it right then and there. And I was like,
what?
She's probably like, I'm like, when she asked you to do the dishes or like help her with something, you sitting on the couch being like, "I'll do it tomorrow," is so dismissive.
You shouldn't have to ask.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You should just do it.
Your live-in partner
of
5 years.
Kidding?
Yeah.
Get your ass up and do the dishes without being told to do the dishes. So he
was like, it was just like out of nowhere. And then me and my date were kind of just like, okay, well, like, do you think that maybe her telling you over and over again that you needed to help out with the house and the chores was like her giving you a bunch of chances? He's like, she didn't even give me a chance. Like, I was going to start trying to, you know, clean more. I was like, you were going to start trying to clean more.
You never did.
Get the fuck up and clean right now. Like,
what?
You're a grown man and you're making your girlfriend do all this. And I'm like, and I told him also, I was like, and you know, you guys were talking about having a kid. I was like, meanwhile, you can't do the dishes. I was like, so she's probably sitting there thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to have a kid with this man and I'm going to be doing all the housework. I'm going to be working. I'm going to be taking care of the kid. And he was like, I mean, yeah, like she definitely like thought that for sure.
Well, she was right in thinking that.
Yeah. And then he was like, and then like, you know, I have to pay like stupid child support because I have like 3 other kids with 2 other women. I was like, you are the problem. You are the problem, sir. Like he was the biggest walking red flag. And like he was asking these questions and like me and my date were like, no, you're the problem.
Good.
Like you're actually the problem. And she was completely valid. He's like, would you be mad if, you know, your girlfriend broke up with you and then like started dating this new guy 2 months later? And I was like, y'all are like in your late 30s.
Yeah.
She's allowed to fucking date someone 2 months later.
Seriously.
After you've been a deadbeat for the past like however many months to years.
Honestly, that's light work. She could ruin his life more if she wanted.
Crazy. And then he was talking about, he's like, I don't have a job. I'm like couch surfing. And he's like, but like.
He doesn't have a job?
Mm-mm.
Oh my, and he
just moved to the city. Like a week. So it makes sense. You know, he moved from where they were living to like here now. But so he left that apartment and now he's like just couch surfing here in the city. And he was like, I know I should like take a break from women. I was like, you don't have a house. Focus on yourself, bro. You don't have a job, you don't have a house, and you're worried about getting back on the app so you can get your dick wet.
Oh my, no, he wants to find a woman to take care of him.
Oh no, yeah, he wants to find another mommy.
He wants to move in with someone because he doesn't want to get a job.
Yeah, he's like, why would I work on myself when I can just mooch off of another woman?
How are you? Oh my God, I just could never imagine being in that headspace. I'm so glad I'm not a man.
He was talking, I was like, this is exactly what I'm scared of. That is like my biggest fear in a relationship with a man is like, I know obviously it can happen in a relationship with a woman, but I feel like with men, they just like fall into this expectation that like women are the homemakers and they're the breadwinners. But half the time, they're not even the fucking breadwinners that they think they are.
No.
Meanwhile, the women are keeping the house together. They don't even know how to fucking start the washing machine.
Seriously.
Like,
that's terrifying. And I'm so glad I'm going to marry a woman.
Congratulations.
You could too.
I could.
Isn't that so exciting for you? Like, you could marry a woman if you...
I know. My future is just so unknown.
It's crazy.
He wants to take me off my feet.
I'm actually thinking about deleting Hinge.
Oh, I deleted Hinge.
When?
We can be Hingeless together.
Hingeless.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. I found so much peace in not talking to anyone.
The funny thing about when I delete a dating app, I don't even notice I don't have it. I feel like some people, they crave the swipe, but I just like forget about it.
I will open the app and just be like, and I'll roll my eyes and then shut it out. I'm like, what?
You're disgusted.
I'm like, God, I don't have time for this. Genuinely, it takes so much effort to start dating someone. I just can't.
Yeah.
I cannot do it. I don't have it in me. Also, I was like, okay, if I'm not gonna pursue anyone or like date anyone, that means I have time to start a business. So
that's how I feel.
Yeah. It's either a relationship or a business.
And we're so energetically aligned.
I know. I was like, okay.
I go, you know what I've been working on the past couple days?
You send me your business. Yeah. Okay, we have this going, obviously, but I'm like, I could start another business.
We have the time.
We have
when
the
you're
time.
Not stressing about another fucking person. You have all the time in the world. And now that you're injured.
And now that I'm not marathon training right now with my swollen ankle, I have even more time. So
we should have brainstorm session.
Brainstorm.
That's just us like touching our heads together like.
Okay. No, we need to find a new place to have these brain sessions because Dom's is closed now.
Yeah, fuck you, Dom.
That was our brain session,
and I can't at Cafe Deco.
The monkeys, though. That's where we built this.
We built this city. Sorry.
Okay, so at Cafe Deco, there are these monkey lamps, and I told Julia, what did I say? When we get an office, I'm gonna buy that. That's gonna be the first thing I buy is a monkey lamp, and it's gonna happen.
I believe it. Oh, I hope we get my mom's old office.
That place was beautiful.
I think I would cry. I think that my mom, growing up in the city, I didn't grow up in the city, but she worked in the city like my entire life. Both my parents did. And my mom had this really cute, like solo office in like this shared building where you could just like, rent out independent offices, and she was working with a bunch of like other children's apparel. That was always her job before she transitioned into what she is now, but she owned a business like children's clothing, and she had this this really beautiful office with brick and big windows, and there's a patio that you could walk out onto, watch the air show. And I found the listing for it on Facebook Marketplace, and I almost cried. I don't know. For some reason, I'm just so emotional about that because I think that I spent like so many years there, like spending hours like going up to work with my mom and like just sitting in that fucking office, whether I was a child or like I was like horribly hungover as a teenager. Like there's one time I was so hungover at her office, I just like went and laid in the closet, like in the children's clothes.
Oh my God, we could
on the floor.
That. We could put a little bed in there for you, an air mattress. I have
fucking
a twin size air mattress.
I would take all the children's clothes and put them in a pile, and I would sleep on it.
That's so bad.
And then when I was younger, when I was like a toddler, my mom had a crib in there because she, like I said, she
got in the crib.
I did. I fucking got in the crib. Okay, I was a child.
Okay, I thought
I was not like
teenager.
10 years old getting in. Maybe I was 10 years old getting in the crib. I don't know.
That's better than like 16.
I was not 16 was just drunk in the closet. 10 was in the crib. But yeah, since she worked with children's apparel, there was obviously accessories like blankets and shit. So she like had a crib, so I would do that. But like I said, we saw the listing, and I just got so emotional about it. What the fuck is going on?
Maybe full circle will get it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like like if I move into my mom's old office, like so for full circle, and it's so perfect for like what we would be doing.
Yeah.
Like if we go there to film or like just work there, like it's such a perfect
Wasn't
size.
it for rent recently?
Yeah, for like
it wasn't that expensive.
Like $1,300, like
yeah,
a very doable
very.
price. You ever played rock paper scissors with a lesbian and both do scissors on accident?
No, but oh my god, I think I have to do that with all my lesbians.
That happened to me the other day.
Did you guys finger? Did you do the thing?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
We didn't go full in, but yeah, we did a rock paper scissor moment and both did scissor, and I was like, it's meant to be.
What was your line once you guys hit scissors both? What was the joke?
I think my joke was just like a fucking course.
That's
my own
course.
A fucking course.
Two lesbians
Of
would pick
course.
scissors. I'm gonna start picking scissors from now on.
Mm-hmm. Always go scissors.
Always. Never
so,
rock.
hey, if you ever want to win in a game, always go rock with Alyssa.
I'll take it.
What else do I have for us today? Allie Belair's new haircut.
I am obsessed. It looks so good on her. She has the perfect head, the perfect face for that haircut. It looks amazing. Like, I'm sure that was such a big jump for her.
Oh, for
and
sure.
probably so nerve-wracking, but
I know she said
so good.
She was talking about it for a while every time she went to go get a haircut, and I have been there. Not like truly, but there. I'm like, I wish I could just fucking shave my head.
I see. I've never had a moment of like that. Like, I've never been like, oh, I want to shave my head.
Yeah.
I love my hair on my head.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, you can keep it.
So you'll never see me with like a buzz cut or like an undercut.
No. Can I edit a picture and see what it'll look like? God.
My head is too fat for that. It would look really weird.
You don't have anything?
My God. I went to the G Flip show.
Oh, bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
How'd that go? You touched G Flip?
I touched G Flip. Not to be weird. I say that a lot on this podcast.
Graced their hand.
They were so incredible. We went to this place in Andersonville where they were hosting it, and I knew it was going to be like a pretty small venue, but I didn't like know how small. And when we got there, it was just this courtyard of masked lesbians.
I should have gone.
You would have loved it.
Oh, fuck.
It was incredible. We walk in, and first person I see is Bridget. I'm like, Bridget, you're here.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot I knew she was going to something, but I didn't know that.
But it was so small that
because Kate Monig, is that how you pronounce her name? Kate Monig was there from the L Word.
Yeah.
Oh
like
my
the day
God.
Before.
Oh, I thought she was there that day.
I don't think
Good thing
so.
I didn't go then on Sunday. If I would see Kate in person,
I was gonna buy tickets for the L Word one, but then I was like, I can't afford it, even though it was like $30 more.
I know. Yeah,
But
Bridget sent me the ticket, and I was like,
I know. So I
got bills to pay.
I know. I almost went to both, but it was so cool. I've never seen anything like it. Like, I made a TikTok about it, and I was like, mask shortage. Like, just go to the G Flip show.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen so many masked lesbians in a room before.
Did you feel like you're with your kind?
A little bit.
That's
I mean, they were
sweet.
more masked than me. I would say I'm like a good in between, but
yeah. Would you say you're not like full mask?
I don't think I am. I think my personality is too girly to be full mask.
I can see
right?
that. Yeah.
And I don't think, I mean, my hair is, I don't know. I think just
I've got hair.
I've got hair on my head. No, I think I'm a good in between. I'm like Futch. But we got front row.
I know, that's so cool. Did you have to like?
We didn't get there earlier.
Oh, cool.
Like maybe an hour early.
Well, I feel like any room, any place in that show was like a good seat.
Oh yeah, you could see everything. But yeah, that was fun. That was gay.
Was it? Oh, so Kate Monig. Is that how we pronounce her name?
Sure, we'll go with it.
Please don't come for me. I love her, but I don't know how to pronounce her
Guys,
name.
we've had too much heat the past couple weeks. Don't come for us.
We really have.
Do not come for us.
I'm like, I think we're really tame.
We are so tame.
We're just normal people.
Also, now I'm thinking, do I need to shut my mouth a little bit more than I already shut it?
We have like been writhing over certain things the past couple weeks because we have gotten like a handful of
we have haters,
hate comments
and hate DMs.
And it's not, I'm not like, oh, they're so mean. How could they say that? I'm more of like, am I out of place? Like, do I need to not be as candid as I am being? But also,
yeah,
I think we are so tame. But it's like, if I think something about the internet that I just I'll never agree with is like, if someone has a different opinion than you, then they're a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, if someone doesn't like someone, then it's like, oh, you're a bad person, you're a hater, you're jealous. Maybe you just don't like them. Maybe you just don't like that influencer, or maybe you just like don't like connect with that person. You're allowed to not like some. But if you're like sitting there being like, oh fuck that, there's a
line.
threshold of like you're actually just being like a really nasty hater, and then you're critiquing someone.
Yeah, I also don't think anything that we've said has actually been out of pocket.
No.
I think we've just been talking how you would talk to a friend, and unfortunately, it just happened to be displayed to millions of people.
That's what I'm saying is like, I feel like these people who are like, that's mean. I fucking know your ass is sitting on your couch with your besties ripping another person to fucking shreds.
Oh, to be
shreds.
A fly on the wall in your bedroom.
Anyone who leaves a hate comment, you're a hater. Not
actually, Uno reverse.
It's fucking you,
You're
bitch.
A hater.
Leave us alone. No, I'm kidding. No, but I'm saying like I would never leave a hate comment.
Yeah, I want to say though, I feel like this is so funny. I was like, I feel like the hate's getting to me.
It's getting, guys. I think I need to take a break from the internet. I just need to go like reconnect. Like,
I'm gonna make an Instagram post being like, guys, I just need a break. Like, things have just really
black
getting to
screen.
my head.
If you need to contact me, text me.
If you need me, like, just call me. I won't be looking at my texts.
I'm taking a break from social media.
I seriously have been having like existential moments where I'm like, fuck. I'm like, fuck millions of people, millions have seen us. Oh, fuck. And it's not even like we've been like saying anything bad. It's just like, oh, fuck. Oh my God.
That person doesn't agree with us.
Yeah. Well, or just the fact that people are watching us. Yeah. I'm just like, oh my God, don't.
People are going to hate you. People are going to think you're annoying. People are going to think you're cringe. People are going to think you're nasty because if you don't have anything positive to say, why say anything at all? But then what, where you're not allowed to have opinions?
I was going to say, some people are going to put you on their TV and hate
some
watch
Some people are going to put you up on their TV and laugh at you. It's just the name of the game, baby.
And make TikToks about it.
And one view is one view. And we'll take it.
Wait, two? Well, yeah.
I shared it to a couple people, so it's more.
Wait, who did you show it to?
I sent it to, obviously, Nadia, Bridget, and Araya.
Fuck, I don't want to be silenced, Julia. I'm tired of this. If you've made it this far, you know who you are.
You know who you are.
Sorry, I'm heated.
I hope we were entertaining that morning for you. I'm like, oh my God, we're seeing what it's going to look like when girlies, they wake up in the morning, they're with their roommates, they turn on like, they're like, oh, let's not put on the canceled podcast today. Let's put on Twosome. That's what it's gonna be like.
You want to know something funny? And
they're like, oh, we don't have another Call Her Daddy podcast this week. Oh my God, Twosome just posted. Let's put it up on the TV.
A funny interaction I had last night was, so I got sent a picture of Emma's Hinge profile on a TV. And it was a picture of Emma and me. So Emma put like a picture of both of us on her Hinge. And I was sent a picture of the Hinge profile on the TV. And I was like, oh God, like TVs are triggering for me right now. And I was like, don't make a TikTok about it.
I was like, I think to come full circle, we need to watch that TikTok on your TV of them watching us on their TV. Maybe you'll have closure. The closure that you've been looking for.
The panic attack I had after I saw that TikTok. I called Julia. I'm like hyperventilating. I couldn't even get a word out.
No, she just texted me, answer your phone. I go, what's going on? I'm scared.
Yeah, I was like, Julia, emergency, if you need to answer me right now.
We called an emergency meeting with our other friends.
I talked to 8 different lesbians that day about it.
We did a group FaceTime call to discuss
with different lesbians.
Yeah.
No one knows what we're talking about. Can I say it? Is this crazy?
You can say it, and if you want to cut it later, then you can cut it later.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be so vague about this because I just don't want this to provoke any more drama.
Vague doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Vague doesn't matter in these parts.
No, you're not even wrong. Okay, you're right.
You were as vague as you possibly could be.
Oh,
And they're
it's
like,
so vague.
They're like, no need to be vague. I'll put myself out there.
No need to be. I'll show you who I am.
Mm-hmm. I'll reveal myself.
I had a TikTok made about me by an ex situation that I don't fuck. Okay, I'm gonna air it out. Can we air out this dirty laundry right now? Julia, you're like,
Wait, I didn't just like open my crotch up to the fucking Wait, let me take a sip of coffee.
I'm like shaking right now.
Oh, I look like a fucking fat lard. Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna keep that in.
Bad angle.
Okay, I'm shaking. Can I set the scene?
Set the scene. Set the scene.
So last Saturday, I went on an 11-mile run. I get home. I'm like, oh, I feel so great. I had just gotten a coffee, and I'm like,
high.
Yeah, I'm like, life is good right now. Like, I just did that, and I open TikTok. First fucking video I see is me.
What does that feel? What does that feel like?
It's like, oh, I panicked. I literally had a panic attack. I was like, oh, that's me on this TikTok, but I didn't make this TikTok. Julia didn't post this TikTok. I'm like, who the fuck posted a TikTok of me?
Your eyes slowly scroll down to the name. You go, oh.
I was like, huh. Oh, this is weird. So I don't know how much of it I'm gonna say because I don't want to like draw attention, but basically, what? Say it. Why?
Like, I don't want to draw any attention to this. We've drawn so much attention to it.
This TikTok had me on a TV screen, Julia and I on a TV screen, and anyway, it was not fun to see. I felt hurt. The whole situation. I don't know how to even say this. Like, I had a panic attack. I was like, oh my God, why is someone making a malicious? It was mean. And at first I was like, oh my God, did what I say warrant this reaction? I talked to so many people about it and they were all like, what? They were all just like, what the fuck?
I showed my date.
You did? What did she say?
She said it was mean.
It was mean. And okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to stay silent about this. It was
Speak your truth, girl.
It was a mean TikTok, and I consulted so many people about it, and I was like, was what I said in the podcast bad? Because I was like looking inward. I was like, am I a bad person? Did I say something bad?
That's the first thing you think. It's not. I feel like there's not like a defense where it's like, oh my God, like shut the fuck up. It's like, oh my God, did I cross the line and I'm just like ignorant? Like,
exactly. You know? That's exactly what was going through my head. I was like, did I say something to provoke this? And so I talked to so many people. I'm like crying to people about this.
Yeah.
Like, I was crying before I called you. It was crazy because I've never had anything like this happen because I don't involve myself in drama. And I was like, did I just create drama? I am drama free for the most part, besides a few situations.
A few long-lasting situations.
Very big situations.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was just like, what? And my first response was like, what do I do? Like, do I do something? Do I reach out? Do I make a response? Do we go to McDonald's and get 2 cheeseburgers and cheers?
I think that
was one of them.
That was one of the things.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just like I guess a wake up call in a way, but
of like what to expect if we do talk about people.
Exactly. And now I think going forward, I'm going to keep what I say a little bit more private. And
starting
right now. Yeah. I don't know. Like, do you want to chime in with your thoughts about the situation?
My thoughts about the situation are that, yeah, like, I think that we do have to come to terms that if we do, like, discuss things that in our, like, we are allowed to share our life experiences. We're allowed to share what we've gone through, what's happening. And, you know, we're leaving out names. We're leaving out details. We're leaving out information. But we are allowed to talk about our experiences. That doesn't make us, like, bad or, like, creating drama to talk about things that you've gone through personally. However, we do have to accept that, like, there's gonna, like, chances are someone's gonna, like, respond or say something or get upset, which is, like, okay. Like, you know, I would, if I was on the other end, I'd probably be like, I can't believe they talked about me on their podcast. But on this end, I'm like, but also I'm sharing my experience. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Well, but there are different ways to, like.
The thing about this situation, I think, is I made it a point when we were talking about it to be vague and also to make myself the butt of every single joke. I was making fun of myself in that situation and making light of it and making fun of myself. Like, I would never say anything bad about her, obviously. I don't think she's a bad person. I really don't. Like, I enjoyed, like, hanging out with her. And yeah, I don't know. I'm like, did it come off? Like, I guess the whole reaction from it was I felt like I wasn't viewed. I think this is the biggest thing with social media is I think, like, people lose sight that there is a real person behind the screen.
Yeah.
I, in that situation, felt like I was not being treated like a human being with feelings.
Yeah.
And maybe she also felt that way.
Yeah.
You know?
That could be, like, that's probably, she's probably never experienced that.
Exactly.
She's probably never experienced, like, hearing, like, firsthand, you know, how someone felt about, like, the situation broadcasted.
Right. I'm sure it was weird. And I guess that's also something I have to remember and be conscious of is maybe things should not be said. But they were really funny jokes about myself.
Yeah, it just sucks because it's like talking about, like, relationships and stuff is so, like, we're not fucking influencers. We're not going to events. We're not having these, like, big experiences and trips where we have so much that we can come back and, like, where we can completely gloss over what's going on in our actual lives, you know? Maybe one day we'll get to that point where we just have more shit going on that we don't even need to talk about, like, our relationships. Well, but I also like talking about relationships.
I do too.
I think it's fun. I like dissecting them. I like knowing what's going on in other people's lives, like, and even if that's nosy.
Yeah, I also think for me personally, I've kept things very private about my, like, past relationships. I think there's a lot that I could say for the sake of content that I don't say out of just respect.
Most definitely.
For that person. Like, I would never expose, because that's not normal. It's not normal to have access to our lives like this, you know, in front of a camera. Like, people shouldn't, or it's not normal to like for people to have access to this much information about us. So I don't know, there's just, I don't think I crossed a line, but, like, there are lines that I definitely could cross that I haven't.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I digress. It was just, it was weird.
It was weird. But I think that, I think we have to, like, get used to feeling uncomfortable that other people are going to have opinions on who we are as people. I sent this to you in a voice message, like, people are going to look at, like, some people will be like, oh, they're so, like, you know, we get a lot of positive comments like, oh, you guys are so real, you're so funny, I love your podcast, da-da-da. But then, of course, there's going to be the comments where it's like, you're haters, you're mean, I can't believe you would talk about that, or I can't believe you would have that opinion. And, like, just making sure that those people who literally have no idea, like, who you are outside of what we choose to show on the screen, like, at the end of the day, you know who you are, you know your morals, you know what you stand for, you know how you show up in your friendships and your relationships, and, like, you perform, you get, like, this is like you get up and you're like, I'm gonna be funny, I'm gonna be joke, I'm gonna, like, da-da-da, you know, so that's what you're showing, but you know who you are at the end of the day.
Exactly. And exactly. And I think it was just, like, a hit to my ego, probably. I'm like, I was just like, I know my character, and that my character was being displayed as something that it wasn't in that TikTok. And I think that's really what got to me. And I don't know. But I will say the hate comments that we're talking about are very few and far between. We do not get a lot of hate comments. It's just the ones that we do get really stick out, because obviously those are the ones you're going to focus on.
And you're not, like, I'm not used to someone commenting on, like, my social media post and being like, I don't know, the one, like, I got a bunch of comments from, like, men, one time, like on our viral video, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I never experienced this before. Yeah. But also, like, my main thing is like, if you comment bullshit on someone else's post, like, you're a loser. So, like, I'm not gonna really take your opinion to heart. Yeah. If you're literally commenting hate, that's so weird. That's so weird. If you're having a constructive opinion, okay, freedom of speech, whatever. But there's some people that are just so hateful. Where I'm like,
and not even toward the people that we're talking about.
Yeah, that too. I'm like, how are you getting so worked up over this? Like,
people criticizing people we've discussed in the podcast. It's just like, we did not, our intent when we talked about these topics, it was not to create a space where you could give your unsolicited opinion about someone, like your unsolicited negative opinion,
your nasty opinion,
nasty, like,
yeah. I think horrible. You could be like, oh, I don't agree, like, da da da, or I feel this way. Yeah, I don't know. Some people are just like too nasty, and I'm like, it's not that serious. Close your phone.
Yeah.
Go outside.
Yeah.
Just shut your phone off. Read a book.
Yeah.
Anyways,
thank you for listening to that drama.
But thank you for hanging out, listening. Happy 4th of July if you celebrate.
If you celebrate.
I don't know these days.
We don't. What's the correct?
Happy
day off of work if you have today off.
Yeah, happy day off.
I'll be cleaning and unpacking all day.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Have fun.
Thanks.
I don't know what I'm doing today, so maybe I could stick around and help.
Oh.
Wait, can we drive to Indiana and get fireworks?
And shoot them off in a cornfield?
Yeah, let's start a forest fire.
Yeah, a cornfield fire.
Oh, roasted corn. Okay. Anyway. Rock, paper, scissors?
Yep.
Our way out?
Yep.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Should that be our new thing? No more high-fiving.